Hello YouTubers out there, this is Frederick Lopez. Right now, I'm not really doing so good right now. I just had finals and I passed the class. I know it's an 83 and worse could happen, but I made a 90 in my first test, an 80 in the second, and the final I made a 64, which I don't even know in advertising. But I had a hard week. My uncle passed away. And on top of that, I had two other finals and a bio final before. And I don't know if it's that and the fact that there was a shooting in which some evil person, some asshole, basically shot children, elementary kids. And I don't know, that just really pisses me off. And everybody has these moments, but I just feel really burnt out at making any videos. I'm just kind of tired of the way the world is now. Especially around the holidays. It's almost like the spirit of Christmas is kind of broken. Our world just seems like it's going to end. And I know there's a Mayan calendar thing, but I think that's bullshit. That ain't going to happen. And for me, that's just a low score, having a 64 like that on a final, on one I thought I was going to do really good on. And I haven't got the other two scores yet, but it worries me. Because of grades and stuff in the university, and I just hope I do good and they don't say that the classes won't count, because that would worry me getting so far. And going to like a film school and then not being able to go through with it. That would just really upset me. And I was going to make some more videos, but I just felt really uninspired. Or not uninspired, I just feel out of it right now. And you can kind of tell in the videos that Sony Vegas was working crazy. And it wasn't formatted to HD all the way. It was in that little tiny freaking viewfinder screen. And the format was just off. And my editing hasn't been the best. My videos are just popping them out, and there's no substance to them as it used to be. And it's sad because I got Real Media Flash Player, and I've been using Flash, and even with that, it just doesn't seem the same as when I used to record it off a video camcorder. And I feel out of it right now. I don't feel like making anything, and I know I'm coming down on myself, and you're wondering, snap out of it. But aren't you just tired of the way everything is? Between the James Holm thing, all the shootings, Oregon Mall, and then this asshole now shooting all those elementary kids. And the ones that did survive have lost their innocence now. The innocence is destroyed and cannot be taken back. So the gun control, you could say that, or even, I just hate it though, because it's like, oh, he was a mental person, he had issues. Well, everybody has issues. Not everybody, when they're stressed out, just goes and shoots a whole bunch of freaking children. That's just not right. And I don't go around shooting a whole bunch of people. But it's just been really tough on me lately, and I'm gonna stop making videos for a while. I just wanted to tell you that my viewers out there, subscribers, and others watching, just appreciate the videos that I have made, because I'm not going to make any for a while. I know I keep on saying that, and the reason why originally is because, say it's your last one, and it always is your last, but you put that much effort into it to make it the last, and the next one's always better. You always want to top yourself, but right now I'm just feeling out of it with the way the world is in my personal life right now. I feel like I failed. And I know I still passed the class, but I just can't blow that off. You have to have pride in everything you do. Maybe I have too much of it. They say too much pride can kill a man, but I just want to tell you guys that. The reason why is, I know it's really cool editing, and I used to be really happy when I edit this video, like, yes, that's awesome, I made an awesome video, but truth is, it's just other people's material and I just put music that other people created into a music tribute, and that's great, but like after a while you feel like you haven't created anything. I want to take some time off, just away from videos and everything, and actually create something that I made 100%. Only thing that might be on there is maybe some music if it's like a movie or a scene. But I feel like I need to make some videos that I did. And I might have vlogs, I might not. I don't know yet. But right now, I'm feeling out of it. And I just can't keep on going making videos for you viewers out there without it being 100% great. And I can't go through it if I don't want to. I feel like I owe you that to make the greatest quality. And I feel broken. It just makes me mad the way the world is. And I do believe John F. Kennedy, that one person can make a difference. I just hope I get to live get to live long enough to see the day when those individual people become a population. The individual persons become a people. Each person gets in a group, become a group of people, and together they make a difference. Because if one person can make a difference, just imagine what a group of people can do. Perhaps they could change the world. And until then, I'm gonna leave. I need to sort things out and see what I'm gonna do personally. The Dark Knight of Steel is no more. So this is goodbye until I see you again. I need to come up with something and just get through this period in my life right now. I feel out of it. I'm just tired of seeing how everything is. I need to get myself together. Because if I can't get myself together, how can I make a difference in this world? It's like what JFK said, it's not what your country could do for you, but what you could do for your country. And I feel like with everything going on, I'm just out of it mentally. With my finals, I don't know how I did on the other two. I might change my mind, but that advertising, that surprised me to have a 64 after an A and B. I mean, I was just tired. I don't know if it was the week or what, but that was bad. And I hope it counts for credits. It doesn't affect me in the RTF program, because if it does, it's going to really sadden me after all this work. I want to be a filmmaker, so let's hope. And I just can't go through feeling like I failed or anything and make videos for you guys. And I know this seems stupid and I'm probably beating myself up too much, but... And this is me as a filmmaker too. I actually care about my viewers out there. Because I'm a viewer myself. I see movies. I see different videos. And everybody does make a difference. We're all in this together. So, as I leave now, just remember what I always say in my videos. And I have to remember this too, myself. It doesn't matter what you have in life, but what you do with what you have, that matters. For instance, somebody could have $1 million camcorder and stuff and not know how to film worth of crap. Or you could just have an individual camcorder, really cheap, and make a movie, have a great story, and it would be better than a multi-million-dollar blockbuster. And I feel like I'm not the film editor you need or deserve right now, so goodbye. But yeah, it's been kind of a crazy semester, so to speak. After that, I was kind of down and wasn't going to make any videos, trying to do something a little bit more original. But then I told myself no, I had to keep going. And it wasn't because, like, I don't know, you reach a certain point where a lot of stuff happens and you just want to take a break and just, it's just not in you anymore. I decided to make some videos anyway. Focus on my academics, and then I don't know if I'm going to, by the time I'm done with this, if I'm going to drop out of astronomy or not, but it's really hard. I have astronomy, a UGS class, and then 2 RTFs. But after this, if I get these done, I don't need any more science. UGS I don't need. Lower division of RTF, and next semester will be all upper division production courses in radio, television, and film. So I'll be one step closer to my dream of becoming a film director, a filmmaker, so to speak. And yeah, I was really at a down point there, and kind of still am, but making this video to basically move forward. And sometimes in life, you just gotta keep moving forward, you know? You can't, there's like so much stuff you can't just let it overcome you and get in the way, you know? I think of it as Batman. It's like, why do we fall? So we can learn to pick ourselves up. Then I did some production stuff, which you saw there, which is really good. It was kind of fun. Had a lot of ideas. Decided not to do UFA this year. And it's nice being 2013. It was strange. The way everything ended last year, it was good, but like I was so tired of 2012 and all this shit going on that I could just not wait until 2013. And I try to have a high positive mind frame, but even Christmas time didn't feel like Christmas time this year, you know? It's like everybody was, our house is just like, okay kids, open the presents at 9. It was like, okay. And it seemed like a lot of more people were materialistic about things. I mean, they have been for quite some time, but this year especially. I'm not talking about everybody, but just from what I noticed a bit in my family. And but I did enjoy watching Dark Knight Rises like 100 times. I still am. I might watch it after this. Made a Fright Night music video. Did some other stuff, and then I'm kind of getting my way back, kind of not. I'm trying to get back into shape mentally, be, you know, perfect. Not perfect, but back to where I was before, if not more. Then I saw Looper last night, Texas Union Theater, showing free movies. Next week they're going to show Perks of Being a Wallflower, which I'm looking forward to see. I'm kind of an introvert myself. Doing a project with that 12 to 15 still images, black and white. And I didn't even know they made film still, like film, like camera film, like, I have it here. Make like the old like film, like that type of film. I didn't know they made those still, and apparently they do. It has to be personal, which kind of sucks. I mean, it's okay, you can take some embellishments, I guess, but I already had a fictional story laid out. But anyways, get back to that. It was a story, character transformation, so I decided to call it the extroversion of the introvert. Basically have it as a person. I kind of went through this, but not really. I'm kind of still am an introvert, even though I have acquaintances or friends. It's just like I'm kind of a loner. That's how I am, you know, a Dark Knight. And I have it where it's a guy moving to college, tries to find his identity in kind of niche group. And they said they have conflict in there, which like, I hope it's not graded too harshly, but there's like a lot of artsy-fartsy people here. There really is. Like here in French New Wave media, I'm just like, okay, you can answer that, but like, okay, there's a TA, try to remember the name, it's like Indiana Jones and whatever, Kingdom of Lost Ark, and like Raiders of the Lost Ark. I'm like, dude, if you can like say all this French new wave, Soviet new wave editing style bullshit, you'd be able to say what Raiders of the Lost Ark was. But that's just me. Maybe I'm not as great of a filmmaker yet, which I shouldn't be because I'm at film school. We're here to learn. We're not here to like compare stuff and be all professional. It's like, ooh, who's more artsy than anybody else? I'm like, if I knew how to do this shit, I would be making a film right now. I wouldn't be at a university in a film school if I knew how to fucking make a film. So, that's just kind of like, but it's okay. There's like other people there that are really awesome. But yeah, tend not to mind those type of people that are like artsy-fartsy type. That's a funny word. But I'll see where I am there. And then I should have a video up on my feelings and thoughts towards Batman on film. So far that is what it's like, and today is January 25th, 2013. Frederick Lopez, The Dark Knight of Steel, signing out. So, I guess this is what, Chapter 3, still frame, possibly? I meant to have a music video with Comset Angels, I'm Falling from Real Genius. I might have that, might not. I meant to do it for my bio class, but I might just combine every struggle I've had so far with one music video. And I ended it with Dream On at the end of the semester. That's what I'm thinking of doing. And supposedly they're saying J.J. Abrams is doing Star Wars. I want to see official confirmation, but I actually called that yeah, he'd be a perfect director, if not Steven Spielberg, but Steven Spielberg's not going to do it, because he knows not to touch that. So I figured, yeah, J.J. Abrams, I actually called that. I was like, yeah, J.J. Abrams are pretty awesome. And yes, somebody can direct Star Wars and Star Trek. Does that mean the world's end? I don't know, but it might mean that the world's really awesome again. I don't know. Although I just hope, I don't mind lens flare, but I just hope there's not a shitload of freaking lens flare in Star Wars like there was in Star Trek. Maybe if it's like Mission Impossible 3 type, I'll be okay with it, but that was just a little bit too much. But not as bad as Total Recall Remake. That was just uncalled for, because at least in Star Trek it was in the bridge, and it was kind of meant for the style of the setting. Freaking Total Recall, no matter if they're in a lighted setting or a rested setting, had like a shitload of LED lights, like freaking lens flare lights, just a whole bunch of lens flares everywhere blinding your eye. And plus, I'm not going to get too much here, but speaking about Total Recall, what a way to make a remake look stunning, but tear out the heart and soul of the original, without it being based off of that, so to speak. I don't know. Like I said, it's going to be like the book, it's going to be on Earth, not going to be like the original, but don't rip off every single freaking thing on the original and then just like gut out the best parts of it. Ugh. The last remake that did that was Nightmare on Elm Street, and you saw how that turned out. Although it would be cool if they made a sequel, had Jaguar or Haley just a little bit more evil and less Rorschach, and had Rooney Mara back, and then have it go the Dream Warriors route, but on number 2. That would be awesome. Or I have a theory that they should have Johnny Depp and Patricia Arquette play themselves. And isn't this how stupid, because I really should make a sequel, but it should just be more of a by-itself film. Call it New Nightmares, and have the S like a 2, and you could have Robert Englund and Jack Earle Haley's Freddy Krueger come out of the real world, and then at the end, the final battle, and get Heather Langenkamp and all the other Nightmare cast and crew, like in one movie, and even the remake, and then, at the end, you can have Freddy Krueger, the original and the new, form into one, and it'd be like the real Freddy Krueger, like really grotesque in the way he was originally conceived to be. I don't know, just original concept. It sounds cool, but I think they should just leave this series alone and maybe make a new horror film. I think the best new horror film I've seen has to be Insidious, and that surprised me for PG-13. And Django Unchained is pretty good as movies I saw. And right now I have some ideas. And I'll show you how the photo project goes, and if I make any music videos or anything, like original. I want to make more original stuff. But I don't know, I like making stuff off of other movies because it's kind of fun, kind of a hobby. But I'll see. I'll see. But when I do, I'll let y'all know. So it's been kind of weird. And my uncle passed away at the end of semester fall, my aunt. From my dad's side, my dad's sister. at the beginning, so it was just kind of weird. In the finals, I didn't do as good as I thought I was. I mean, I made a C in bio, which I don't give a shit, because that class was hard, and that was okay. But other ones, I made like B's and B minuses, and it would have been an A, or B plus, and it would have been an A minus, but they didn't change it, and they said, yeah, it is A minus, and it was still B plus my red thing, because I had a grading curve at the last minute that was like 93 and above is an A, and everything else below is like a B plus, which I'm like, I got an A minus. And I usually don't mind that. I mean, I actually think that's unfair, but if they're going to do grading curve shit, tell me at the beginning of the semester, not at the last week of school. That's what happened. But you can't change anything in life, so you just have to go along with it. Shit happens, just roll with it, I Ching. Tom Cruise said in Collateral. And then, that's pretty much so far. Maybe we'll see what happens after the still frame. Maybe there'll be a part 2, I don't know. I'm just kind of lost right now mentally. A little bit physically, but I'm getting back there. We can bring Gotham back, I guess. I just hope this isn't the escalation part. I mean, I knew it isn't going to happen. I always tell myself, don't worry about hard things in life, because there's always going to be things that are going to be much harder in the future that you look back retrospectively and just say, shit, this was really easy compared to what I thought of at the time. But I didn't think it was going to be this fast. But you never know. There's always a bigger fish. There's always something harder. Always more challenges. But maybe you have to challenge yourself every once in a while, like Billy the Kid said he had guns. A hero is not a person who reflects on mistakes of the past or fear of the future, but how he handles things in the moment of the present. It's not what we have, but what we do with it that matters. Fight to drop, never stop, can't give up until you reach the top.